Now, under stewardship as well, this is very important because I would hope that Carmel, Anna, Sarah, and I have been good stewards of OEGlobal, and that we have looked after, we have maintained, we have preserved, we have enhanced, and we are passing it on to the future. And with that, I will pass over to Igor and Marcela because we have an announcement for this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 3. We hope that you have really enjoyed the past 2 days, and please stay on for the third day because the program is fully packed, including a workshop done by Adrian. So good morning, everyone. Couple of announcements regarding 2025 and 2026 in terms of our, good morning, Penny, regarding our events and conferences. So in 2025, we are exploring possibilities for spotlighting, highlighting, and catalyzing open education-related developments in different regions of the world. Currently, we are exploring and considering many possibilities to this end, and of course, we will want to co-create this value together with our members and the community at large. So stay tuned for more information. Now, we also have another announcement concerning 2026. So I would like to now ask our AVIT support team to please play a video.
Open education here means open resources in and outside of the classroom for our students.
We're inventing a more open future for all curious minds by sharing a treasure of knowledge for you to discover anywhere, anytime.
We're rethinking open by recognizing voices and expertise from people of diverse backgrounds are absolutely necessary for expanding and growing open educational resources.
20% of our faculty have adapted, adopted, and/or created OER.
We are inventing a more open future for all consumers and producers of knowledge by leading in the development of sustainable open publishing models and open source publishing technologies.
We are relentless in our pursuit of a more open and equitable scholarly landscape.
Open is democratizing learning and knowledge to the world.
N'a créé fondation pour yon deme meilleur côté ses identités apprenant yo capé den filer outils pour éducation sans barrière.
Here, open is in our DNA.
It captures our commitment to sharing our best educational contributions in a way that everyone can build on them and make them even better.
Here, openness is a core value. We share information, innovations, and ideas with enthusiasm. We champion open courseware, open access, and open science, all crucial to our mission. Our doors are open too, so come join us.
Come join us.
Come join us.
Come invent with us.
Come invent with us.
We can't wait to welcome you.
I think you would enjoy seeing Cambridge, and I certainly look forward to meeting you. So let's do it.
Good morning. Yeah. MIT OpenCourseWare and the Massachusetts Department of Education OER Advisory Committee are honored to co-host the OEGlobal 2026 conference in Cambridge, Massachusetts. I'm Kurt Newton, Director of MIT OpenCourseWare. 2026 will mark the 18th anniversary of this great consortium, which we now know as OEGlobal. 2026 is also the 25th anniversary of MIT OpenCourseWare. With the many OER advocates, practitioners, doers, and thought leaders across our region and around the world, we invite you to gather and reflect as a global community on the campus of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. I want to acknowledge the indigenous peoples as the traditional stewards of the land on which we will gather, and pay respect to the enduring relationship that exists between them and their traditional territories. The land on which the MIT campus sits is the traditional unceded territory of the Wampanoag Nation. We acknowledge the painful history of genocide and forced occupation of their territory and that of so many other Native nations. MIT and the University of Massachusetts Amherst are among many dozens of land-grant universities in the United States that were supported by the Morrill Land Grant Act of 1862, through which nearly 11 million acres of land from over 82 Native nations were seized and sold to settlers to finance the founding and the building of these schools. So we honor and we respect the many diverse Indigenous people connected from time immemorial to these lands. And we commit to strengthening relationships with the Indigenous community and the leaders of these Indigenous nations. At MIT, and for me personally, we are committed and beginning to do this essential work. Over the past 2 decades, the OER community has grown in size, expanded its perspectives, and delivered life-changing impacts. At MIT OpenCourseware, we can't help but be inspired by all of this mission-driven innovation which you've been contributing. In our local community, our co-hosts, the Massachusetts Department of Education Statewide OER Advisory Council, represents OER efforts from 29 public institutions in our state. One recent highlight of their work I'd like to share with you now has been the Remixing Open Textbooks Through an Equity Lens, or ROTEL program. Grants provided and now implemented across 6 public universities in Massachusetts and leading to 20 new OER textbooks so far. And I'll also highlight how open education is residing in this broader context of the evolving open ecosystem. Practices that span culture, research, data, and tools, all things the world needs to have more open, right? At MIT, our open education work is resonant with programs like new open publishing models led by the MIT Press and our MIT libraries advancing open access policies and practices in powerful new ways. So it's clear that our cycles of ideation and invention never quit. While we celebrate what we've achieved, we are not satisfied. There's so much more to do, more opportunities to unlock, and more futures to liberate. We'll keep imagining and inventing together toward this more open and equitable future. So I'd like to close with a few recognitions and appreciations. First, 2 colleagues on our 2026 Planning Committee are here with us from MIT Open Learning, Shira Siegel and Brandon Muramatsu. Also from our Planning Committee, in absentia physically, but fully with us in spirit, I'd like to mention from the Massachusetts OER Advisory Council, Marilyn Billings, Bob Awkward, Marilyn Gonzalez, and Sue Tashian, and our OCW colleague also, Sarah Hansen, who might be watching all of us on the live stream. Hello. And especially a hearty thank you to OEGlobal and this year's hosts, University of Southern Queensland, the State Library of Queensland, and Queensland University of Technology. Special thanks to our hard-working planning committee here, Adrian Stagg from the University of Southern Queensland, Sarah Howard, Associate Director of Library at Queensland University of Technology, Anna Raunick, Executive Director of Content at the State Library of Queensland, and Carmel O'Sullivan, University Librarian at University of Southern Queensland. If you'd please come to the stage, we'd like to, express our appreciation and grant you some tokens of appreciation. These are chocolates from our favorite chocolatier in Cambridge, Massachusetts. They happen to be little chocolate penguins. I heard on the news that an emperor penguin showed up on the southern beaches of Australia recently, and so I was thinking of that adventurous penguin in this spirit. And, this committee has done such a wonderful job organizing this outstanding conference. I think we'll all agree that we have big shoes to fill for the 2026 conference, and know that we will work very hard to live up to the example that you've set for us. And finally, thank you to the OEGlobal board for entrusting us to host this conference in 2026, with special thanks to Igor, Marcela, and the president and the vice president of the board, Perrine and Connie, for shepherding us through the process. If you'd like to join us up here on stage briefly. And thanks to all of you for the work that we have been doing and continue to do. So come invent with us. See you all in Cambridge, Massachusetts in 2026.